asaṃprāptasya ca prāptir duḥkha-paryanta-karma sarva-kleśa-prahāṇaṃ yady aśūnyaṃ na vidyate.
Asaṃprāptasya ca prāptir duḥkha-paryanta-karma sarva-kleśa-prahāṇaṃ yady aśūnyaṃ na vidyate. MMK chapter 24 verse 39, the penultimate verse of this chapter. I must just say that I hope somebody out there is enjoying this process half as much as I am today. I started off with verse 28 and 29 thinking I'd just do a couple of verses this morning, and I realised now I'm going to get to the end of the chapter because I find myself unable to stop. It's so much fun. Obtaining the unobtained. Action that ends suffering and letting go of all afflictions. Each, if non-empty, is not found. So the reason I'm feeling so happy is because Nagarjuna is making it so abundantly clear that the emptiness of all things is the best possible condition that we can be living in. It makes everything possible. We can obtain what we haven't obtained. You know, it's like we can find the right answer to the crossword puzzle. We can get to the top of the mountain. We can dive to the bottom of the swimming pool. We can meet the Alexander teacher that whose writings we've read, and then we can go and have lessons with her. Action that ends suffering. You can wake up in the morning feeling miserable, drag yourself to the zafu, and be saved again and again by the Buddha's teaching of mindfulness of breathing. Letting go of all afflictions. That's what happens when you join hands and confess all your past mistakes. They're behind you. Each, if non-empty, is not found. All of these things would not be possible in a non-empty world of the kind in which the opponent believes. The opponent being the Zen realist, who believes in the real existence of the lantern in the garden and the right posture in Zazen. How wonderful it is to be liberated from the rubbish teaching of the Zen realist. And the liberator is Nagarjuna. So working from the English, obtaining prāptir, nominative, singular, feminine, prāptir, attainment, prāp, to attain, to obtain. So prāptir is attaining or obtaining. Of the unobtained. So the prāptir is attainment or obtaining, and prāpta means got, attained, obtained. Saṃprāpta adds a kind of emphatic sense of really getting it, and asaṃprāpta means not got, not attained, unobtained, and the genitive ending is asya. So asaṃprāptasya, of the unobtained. So obtaining the unobtained, asaṃprāptasya prāptir. Obtaining of the unobtained, literally, asaṃprāptasya ca prāptir, or for short, obtaining the unobtained. Action, karma, that ends duḥkha-paryanta, suffering, dukkha. So this is in one compound, duḥkha-paryanta-karma, suffering ending karma, suffering ending action, action that ends suffering. And I think the best way of understanding this is in the sense that Gudo Nishijima used to teach with his philosophy of action, that all action, any action, ends suffering. It's like chapter 24, verse 39. When I look at the numbers and read them out, that is a kind of ending of suffering. Because if you just focus on doing any task well, there's no room for suffering to intervene there. You're doing your best at that moment. Duḥkha-paryanta-karma, action that ends suffering. Cha, and letting go, prahāṇa, abandoning, letting go, prahāṇa, of all sarva, afflictions, klesha, sarva-kleśa-prahāṇaṃ cha, and letting go of all afflictions. That is, that phrase is synonymous with nirvana, the letting go of all afflictions. And the point in that is that it relates to what Marjorie Barlow used to say, my Alexander Technique teacher. Being wrong is the best friend that you've got in this work. Because if you didn't have afflictions, there wouldn't be any letting go of all afflictions, which is nirvana. So for the same reason, Nagarjuna says there's nothing to distinguish nirvana and samsara, or to distinguish samsara and nirvana. Because nirvana is, in Shantideva's words, sarva-tyagascha nirvanam, sarva, all, tyagas, letting go, abandoning. Sarva-tyagascha nirvanam, letting go of everything is nirvana. But it's not letting go as a thing unto itself. It's letting go of the afflictions, letting go of everything, letting go of all attachments. If you weren't attached to things, there'd be nothing to let go of, would there? That's the point. So, sarva-kleśa-prahāṇaṃ cha, and letting go of all afflictions. If non-empty, if yady, non-empty, aśūnyaṃ. So yady aśūnyaṃ is if the non-empty, if there is the non-empty. Na vidyate is not found. Na, so is not, na vidyate is found. Yady aśūnyaṃ na vidyate, if the not empty is not found. Working from the Sanskrit, asaṃprāptasya, of the unobtained. Prāptir, obtaining. Asaṃprāptasya cha prāptir, and obtaining of the unobtained. Duḥkha-paryanta-karma cha, and karma, and suffering ending karma. Sarva-kleśa-prahāṇaṃ cha, all afflictions abandoning, and abandoning of all afflictions. Yady aśūnyaṃ na vidyate, put in square brackets, each, if non-empty is not found. Asaṃprāptasya cha prāptir duḥkha-paryanta-karma cha, sarva-kleśa-prahāṇaṃ cha, yady aśūnyaṃ na vidyate, obtaining the unobtained, action that ends suffering, and letting go of all afflictions. Each, if non-empty, is not found.